NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, is one of the most significant military alliances in modern history. Its origins, purpose, and ongoing role have had profound impacts on global security and politics. Let's dive into the story of NATO, how it was born, its core functions, and its relevance today. The birth of NATO. NATO was officially established on April 4, 1949, with the signing of the North Atlantic Treaty, also known as the Washington Treaty. The world was emerging from the devastation of World War II, and the global political landscape was rapidly shifting. Europe, in particular, was rebuilding from the war's destruction, and there was a growing fear of the Soviet Union's expansionist ambitions. The primary purpose of NATO's creation was to provide collective security against the Soviet Union. The Cold War, the ideological and political struggle between the capitalist West and the communist East, was beginning to take shape, and NATO's founders sought to create a unified front against potential threats. The alliance initially consisted of 12 founding members: Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, United Kingdom, United States. NATO's core principles. At the heart of NATO lies Article 5 of the North Atlantic Treaty, which establishes the principle of collective defense. Article 5 states that an armed attack against one member is considered an attack against all members. This principle ensures that NATO's members stand together in defense of each other, providing a powerful deterrent against aggression. This principle was famously invoked for the first and only time in NATO's history after the September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks on the United States. Beyond collective defense, NATO's mission includes crisis management, responding to conflicts and crises that threaten member states or global stability; cooperative security, working with non-member nations and international organizations to promote peace and security worldwide; deterrence and defense, ensuring that NATO forces are prepared to defend member states against any form of aggression. The evolution of NATO. Over the decades, NATO has expanded and adapted to meet new challenges. From its original 12 members, NATO has grown to include 31 nations as of 2023. Some key milestones include: 1952, Greece and Turkey joined the alliance, extending NATO's reach into the Eastern Mediterranean. 1955, West Germany became a member, further strengthening NATO's position in Europe. 1982, Spain joined, reflecting NATO's growing influence in Western Europe. 1999-2020, several former Eastern Bloc countries, including Poland, Hungary, and the Baltic states, joined NATO after the collapse of the Soviet Union, expanding the alliance's reach and influence. This expansion underscores NATO's enduring appeal as a security guarantor. NATO during the Cold War. Throughout the Cold War, NATO's primary focus was countering the Soviet Union and the Warsaw Pact, a military alliance of communist nations led by Moscow. The arms race, proxy wars, and political tensions defined this era. NATO's strategy included maintaining a strong nuclear deterrent and a large conventional military presence in Europe. Key moments, such as the Berlin Crisis and the Cuban Missile Crisis, tested NATO's resolve but ultimately showcased its importance in preserving Western security. Post-Cold War challenges and adaptations. The end of the Cold War in 1991 brought new challenges and opportunities for NATO. Without the Soviet Union as its primary adversary, the alliance had to redefine its purpose. Some of the major developments include peacekeeping and humanitarian missions. NATO took on roles in the Balkans during the 1990s, including peacekeeping operations in Bosnia and Kosovo, to address ethnic conflicts and humanitarian crises. Counter-terrorism efforts. After 9/11, NATO shifted focus to combating terrorism, including operations in Afghanistan under the International Security Assistance Force, ISAF. Cyber defense. In the 21st century, NATO has prioritized defending against cyber attacks, recognizing the growing importance of digital security. Relations with Russia. NATO's relationship with Russia has been complex. While there were efforts at cooperation after the Cold War, Russia's actions, such as the annexation of Crimea in 2014, have led to renewed tensions and a stronger focus on deterrence. NATO today. In the current geopolitical climate, NATO remains as relevant as ever. The alliance faces several challenges, including Russian aggression. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine and Russia's assertive foreign policy have reinforced NATO's role in protecting member states and supporting global stability. Rising China. NATO is increasingly considering the implications of China's rise as a global power, particularly in areas like technology and security. Hybrid warfare, the use of non-traditional tactics, such as cyber attacks, disinformation campaigns, and economic pressure, requires NATO to evolve and adapt its strategies. NATO's commitment to collective defense, crisis management, and cooperative security ensures it continues to play a vital role in the international order. Why NATO matters? NATO's significance goes beyond military might. It represents a commitment to shared values, including democracy, freedom, and the rule of law. By bringing together nations with a common purpose, NATO has helped maintain peace and stability in some of the most volatile times in history. Moreover, NATO's ability to adapt to new threats and challenges ensures its continued relevance. Whether deterring aggression, combating terrorism, or addressing cyber threats, NATO stands as a testament to the power of unity and collective action. Conclusion: from its origins in the aftermath of World War II to its role in addressing modern global challenges, NATO has been a cornerstone of international security for more than 7 decades. Its principles of collective defense, crisis management, and cooperative security have not only protected its member nations but also contributed to global stability. As the world evolves, NATO's ability to adapt will determine its future success. But one thing is clear: NATO's legacy as a defender of peace, democracy, and security is firmly cemented in history. Its story is a powerful reminder of what nations can achieve when they stand together against common challenges.